are talking all things going live. If you're new to my live, you're going to hear me talk all things going live. This is my 4 o'clock, and we are focused on a mindset today. So I want to make sure you guys are understanding that you can do it. It's the right mindset that'll get you there. So we will talk all things live streaming in just a moment. I usually come here first so I can share a little bit, connect with you all, and then we will co-stream on the other platform so that we can connect with our community. Hello to everybody. I always send a greetings for you all and let you know that I'm here and I love what you're doing and coming in to learn and grow with me. So let me know if you have any questions. Again, this is my 4 o'clock. So as we get started, you guys can hear my little guy in the background. I know you can because he is always busy. But just know that you can do it. So that's what we're going to talk about. Let me know if there's any questions as you come in. Make sure you give it a thumbs up the live. Also comment, hello, how you doing? And if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and get a subscription to the channel to say that you're here, you're enjoying it, and subscribe to the channel as well. So let me know if there's questions. Like I said, this is our time to grow. We're going to do it. We're going to be intentional about growing. So let me know if there's any questions. I am going to keep showing up. We are within 15 days of the new year. That's how fast this year's gone by. 15 days left before we get to the new year. So if you're someone that's sitting back saying, okay, what am I going to do next year? How are things going to change? I want you to put yourself in that mindset of saying, okay, I can be the change. I need to start with me. And there's things I can do, I'm in control of. And so we're going to continue that conversation from earlier because I know a lot of people are struggling with making something happen. And a lot of times it's because they have not sat down and thought about their goals and what they would like to see changed. And then they have not thought about, okay, how do I get there? And a lot of times you just need to sit in a space where you are learning and growing from people who can teach you the way. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. I think that's critical, important, and a lot of people miss that nugget I just gave. Okay, they miss out on the beauty of being in a space of learning and growing and not worrying about what other people think. But you got to make sure you are focused on you and all the things that come with you growing. Okay, so we're going to talk about that a little bit more because I want you guys to sit in a space of learning and growing. In the meantime, um, in the meantime, I want you all to also make sure you are liking the live. Okay, if you're new to my live and you're watching, go ahead and click like. Also, put a comment in. I always want to make sure I can see who's here, connect with you, share greetings with you, and then ultimately, if you have not subscribed to the channel, click the subscriber button and then click that bell to also get notifications when I go live and I post content. And I'm gonna keep showing up. That's the goal. You said my audio is low. Turn up your volume for me. Usually when my audio, I can see if you said I was muted, but I'm not muted. So turn up your volume and see if that helps. Let's see if that helps first. Because typically that's the key. Sometimes the volume on your side is what's needed. So let's see if that helps. Typically, if other people say I'm low, let me know too. But I get muted. That's the thing about it. So once a call comes in, it mutes my sound. I have to end the live. So I usually have to put it in do not disturb. So I'm going to do that so I don't get disturbed. That's a new thing I've had to do because for whatever reason it mutes my entire sound. But hopefully I'm not too low. The volume's also almost full blast. I don't know. You don't hear me? I don't know. Others in the room, whoever wants to chime in and say hello, because you know YouTube's different than TikTok streets. I can see who's in the room. Unless you comment, I don't see you. You have to you have to comment to become a top fan for me to see you. And so if you want to comment, let me know and I can check my volume a little bit more. But there's nothing I can do actually once I'm in here. The sound is the sound unless I mute the microphone or something like that. Let me know though. My moderator, she typically will pop in on me on occasions to say hello and she'll check things out. But hopefully it stays good for most people here. So let me know if you're still having some audio issues when I'm hearing my sound. In the meantime, Sounds like you're in a hallway. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't do anything different here. Let me know. Others, are you hearing a sound problem? Let me know if you're hearing a sound audio problem. Yeah, I'm not sure. Um, like I said, it may be your device, but I'm not sure. All right, friends, tell me where you're from. Let me know where you're from. And I am in Florida, so I go live twice a day, 10 a.m., 4 p.m. Eastern. If you're new to my live, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Let me know based on the other videos if audio is an issue. Um, no, I don't. I don't think you are messing with me. But at this point, I don't know if there's anything I can do. Other people aren't chiming in saying that they have an audio problem. So let me know if anybody else has an audio problem. If that is the case, uh, obviously I want to make sure it works. So let's, yeah. I mean, honestly, I can't do anything unless I end the live. So we'll keep going. Maybe the recording will pick it up fine on the back end. So what I typically do is that I co-stream. So I'm mainly going to be talking to a lot of our YT people. I'm sorry, our TikTok people, and connecting with them and sharing information about live streaming. If if you're someone who has not gone live before, you'll learn a lot about the process. I add a lot of value, making sure that you understand how to go live, how to build your community. So we talk about that quite a bit. If you are new, come on in. Let me know you're new. And then I just click live. Hello, friends. I click live on the on TikTok. Thank you so much for being here. This is my 4 o'clock live. We talk all things going live. So if you are new to my room, come on in. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Say that you like the live. Hello, Gina Nicole. How are you, friend? Let me know that you are here, and go ahead and put a comment in the chat to say hello as well. And then we'll get going. If you are new in the sense that you have not followed me or connect with me, feel free to do that as well. And let me know if you have any questions, okay? So we're going to talk all things live streaming. This, again, is my 4 o'clock. We talk about mindset. I'm going to continue from my 10 o'clock because there was a lot of people who came in that was curious about mindset questions. So we're going to continue in that vein to make sure folks are learning and growing. I don't want you to be afraid, nervous, or shy. Come in. This is all about how do you grow? How do you set goals for yourself in 2026? Specifically, if you want to be in a space of connecting with your audience, building your brand, obviously dealing and engaging in digital marketing. So we're going to talk about that as well. I am just coming on live. So if you are new to my live, say I'm new in the chat. I'm always welcoming new friends who are coming in. And if you have questions, let me know as well. Trisha T, how you doing, friend? Let me know if there's any questions, okay? So what we do here is talk about live streaming. Trisha T, it was good to see your friend with your live. Girl, that chicken look good. Let me say, hey, John. That chicken looks so golden brown and delicious. Love it. Oh, wow. Fashion by Angela. How you doing? Hey, Sunshine. You said I'm here. Sunshine, did you have the TikTok shop question? Let me know if that was you. It was good. I know it was. It looked good. Everything about it. You know, I was teasing. I wasn't teasing, but you said we didn't remind you about the vegetables. So I was like, well, let me remind her about the gravy. I was like, well, I said, let me make sure I say something about this gravy. Now, I'm feeling you. I'm not a gravy person either. So I don't need my chicken. I don't need any sauces really. I'm one of those people where I can do without the sauce. Hello, how you doing, Coach Rhonda? So you do not have to put a lot of sauce on my food at all. Matter of fact, when I get, for the longest, I didn't eat like buffalo chicken, like with the buffalo sauce. I was like, oh, I'm good. Where's the chicken? Regular chicken. So he said yes. But I don't want you to get mad at me. It was like, why you ain't tell me about the gravy? How you doing, E-Nurse? Appreciate you. I caught Trisha T's cooking live for a second before I came live, so it was good to see her. She has some fried chicken and vegetables and her gunga rice. Is it gunga? Did I say it right? Gunga? I don't know if I'm saying it right. Lord. Thank you so much for the best gear. I appreciate it, friend. Appreciate the support. Thank you all coming in. E-Nurse, I didn't catch you in time because I saw you live for a minute. I did not get over there to you, friend. How was your live too? And then Coach Rhonda, you were live this morning? I missed you as well because I think I was setting up. So you guys are always like, when I see you on the screen, I was like, oh, I gotta go. I can't come in the way I want to. Sometimes I'll fly in if I have a minute, but I was setting up my screen. I was doing a little bit more on the YT as well. So I am here. Coach Rhonda, thank you for the fest pops. I appreciate you, friend. Okay, so we're going to finish part two of the conversation earlier. If you didn't catch it earlier, I'm going to recap. Sunshine, let me know. I did say there was a few people asking about TikTok shop, and I can't remember who was the person that wanted to know. It was a pop-up for 1 hour. It was good. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. You have a regular schedule too, don't you? It was. It was a pop-up as well. It's snow here in New Jersey, so we didn't have church. Okay. Look at y'all. He's like, we're just gonna go live. We sitting around, why not go live? Talk to the people. Love it. I love that. I mean, seriously, y'all, that's how it is nowadays. We're like, okay, we're live hosts. We are doing this. And it's like, okay, let me go see what the people are doing. Maybe I can deliver a message. I love it. That's exactly what it should feel natural. You should feel comfortable just hitting that go live button now. Now, as you get acclimated, build your community and stuff, obviously you're going to have more and more people come in a room and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just a matter of clicking that go live. That's all it is. And so that's really good that you did that. Those who are coming in the room, let me know if you're new. If you are already part of the agency, say hello as well. I'm happy to talk about that as well. And then we're just going to do a slight continuation of the conversation from earlier with the thinking that I do have to get off a little early. We'll see. This might be right at, if I do 90 minutes, that might be the high end. It's probably going to be more like 60 minutes. So we'll see. That's exactly what I did. I figured I would offer some inspiration. I know you did. I know you did. You were very inspirational. I love this community because there is so much good content and information that's being shared. And that's the beauty of what's happening here. You really can find people that will pour into you. That's the beauty of it. So if you're someone who's sitting back and you're trying to figure out where you can get motivation, where you can get good, strong, sage advice, there are people on here that give that. And just know that there's no reason why you're trying to figure things out on your own. There are people who can support you. So I appreciate you guys being here and being consistent. That's the thing about it. You got to keep showing up for the people so people can learn and grow. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for the repost. And thank you all for the shares. I did not share out my own live. Let me share it out real quick. I came on, just started talking. So let me share out my live. You want to always share out your live so people know you're here. Let's see. I'm just going to say join me live now. Appreciate you all coming in and supporting the live. Thank you so much. And if you don't mind sharing out the live as well, that will help, and we'll get some more of our friends in the room. With this live, like I said, I'll share a little information. I had some new friends that joined us earlier. They did ask me to talk about TikTok Shop. If I need to talk about it, that's totally fine. I always say I am not a TikTok Shop agency. There is, hey Nika Grace, how you doing, friend? There's some information I've learned, and I understand the algorithm enough to say, okay, here's what you need to do to get access to it, as well as, hey friend, as well as things you need to do if you're going to do shoppable videos, shoppable lives and stuff. And so there's some things you want to be aware of. TikTok, as in this app as a whole, there's always updates, always new things happening. So recognize things that are happening today or yesterday may not be happening in a few months or tomorrow. So just recognize that is the thing. I got a sample, y'all. I have to do a video sitting over here. This was a sample I requested when I did a live about a week ago now, where I did a live. Thank you so much for the fest gear. And I requested a sample, and next thing I know, it was in the mail. They sent me the sample. So I was like, oh, y'all could have denied my request. So now I have the sample I need to do. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a video. Somebody said I should just make it a shoppable live, but I think I'm actually going to do a video, so that will make it a lot easier stuff, and a lot easier for me. So just know, if you're out there and you're like, oh, how do I get products? We'll talk about that as well. But I did, but you can request a sample, and sometimes they approve it. Hey, everyone, I'm about to get into Dr. Lisa's school content. You're so sweet. And she's back. How you doing? Ocean Summer, was that you who asked about TikTok Shop? Who asked me about TikTok Shop earlier? How to get it? I think that was you. I feel like that was you, but it might have been someone else. Um, and so I can talk about it. Let me know if that was in fact you and you wanted to know how to get it. I'll go through the process. I'll probably start there just so we could talk about it really quickly. Um, and if there's any other questions, I can go back and address it. Okay. So let me know if that was you. Um, Someone else, but I'm interested also, please. Oh, it was someone else? Okay. It'll be just my luck as soon as I come in. As soon as I get started, they come in. So, but we'll see. Um, well, let's go ahead. Let's start with TikTok Shop, just so that we can kind of share information about how to get it. And this is for anybody who wants to have it in their on their account. Let me start by saying I have I have a preference in general to say if you're going to do TikTok Shop, is probably in your best interest to do it on a second account. So if you want to shop for a second account, I think that's the way I would tell you to do it. Just because it allows you, especially if you have a topic already for your live stream or for your content that you're doing on your original page, or even for your live stream, and you're talking to a specific audience about different things, TikTok Shop becomes kind of a way that you can get and get approved for, which is fine, but you don't have to do shoppable videos and shoppable lives as much. You can just do it in a very passive way. That's kind of how I operate, where there's some stuff in my showcase that's great. You guys know about it. I can talk about a product. I can talk about my little clickable light or anything like that, and just recognize that there's products there that align with your niche, your topic, but you don't have to make it your whole page. And so when you do that, TikTok is very focused on pushing you out to the people who are looking for shoppable content, people who are looking for products that may be in your showcase. And so it takes your page in a different direction. So I really do believe having a second page that you can dedicate your TikTok shop if you want to do some videos and work in a niche or operate under a certain niche, fashion, beauty, health and wellness, whatever that is, you can do it on that account. That would be my recommendation. But again, it's totally up to you in terms of how you wanna navigate these TikTok streets. Um, in getting TikTok Shop really quickly, you said 00. What happened? Hey, Black Lotus, did I miss? I'm gonna miss the comment. Oh, I did. Do you really honestly need a second account? Just asking. Um, well, okay, so that's based on what I was just saying. You don't honestly need a second account. You don't. You can do it off one account. I just I'm just very cognizant of how the algorithm works, so that if you're trying to do content for motivational videos or something in your niche. I'm thinking about E-Nurse. She does caregiving. She could have products that are products that caregivers may be interested in. That's great. But if she has products on her or shoppable videos on her page that has nothing to do with caregiving, maybe she's talking about. I'm trying to think of something that wouldn't be aligned with caregiving. Maybe it's like all about outfits and fashion and stuff, and you're doing jewelries and accessories and stuff. That's not necessarily caregiving. You know what I'm saying? So if that is her other interest and passion, I would say do a second page. And then you could do as much shoppable videos on fashion products and all the things, shoppable lives, all that as a separate account. That's the way I would do it. Um, but if she wanted to share, okay, here are the top 5 products that I use to help me with my relaxation or my health and wellness as a caregiver or someone who is supporting caregivers, then maybe she would have a couple products on her shoppable videos or products that she wanted to showcase. Or maybe even her live, she can pin some products that relate to her topic as well. So again, it just depends on how you want to navigate TikTok Shop. But again, I think I'm a proponent of having a separate page where you can really do shop the way you want to and not confuse the algorithm. That would be my recommendation. Hello, friends coming in. Trisha T, how you doing? Others joining live, let me know if you have any questions. I'm charge my phone. My phone's running hot. My phone's been really acting up lately, so we'll see. Um, so if you are looking to get shop on your page and you don't have it, I'm talking about people who have less than 1,000 followers. People like Trisha T, she just got shop recently. I think you did too. How you doing, Sochidana? Sochidana, you recently got it as well. Coach Rhonda, did you get it yet? I'm trying to think for your other page. These are people who have other pages for TikTok Shop. They started a separate account. You have to start from scratch. You have to build that account up. You got to get approved for TikTok Shop. So it is a separate process. You can't just move your TikTok Shop over to that new account. That's not how it works. You have to get it on that account as well. So first thing is you need a 1K or more followers. I say or more because it may not happen. It's not like a magic switch. When you get to 1K, it happens. I didn't haven't committed to growing. Okay, gotcha. And that's the thing about it. You do have to commit to growing those other getting enough followers over there. How many followers do you need to do TikTok Shop? So you need at least 1,000 is for TikTok Shop pilot program. They usually give it to you depending on how your account is performing and what's happening. You'll get it over 1,000, maybe 1,100, 1,500. You never know. So you want to keep growing. You want to make sure your account is in good standing. We'll talk about that, as well as you're not following any of those banned accounts. Okay, so we'll talk about that process. There are two things you need to make sure you always have your account ready to be approved. So there's two things you got to pay attention to so that it can be approvable. And then there's things you want to do to kind of let TikTok know you're interested in TikTok Shop. You want to let the algorithm know. So those are the things you want to do. Do you have to change your name for the new account? You know what? Somebody asked that. How you doing, Solid? How you doing, Fashion Angela? How are you, friend? Um, Somebody asked that earlier, and I never circled back to my thoughts on that question. Here's my thinking. Um, when you talk about branding yourself, hey, Dr. Trish, when you talk about branding, um, oh, TikTok just gave me the flash go. Let's see, ice cream cones. Okay, 12 ice cream cones. Thank you if you could support the flash go. I appreciate it. That's what I just got. So when you talk about branding, I think it's important to differentiate your page so that again, you're branding your page as whatever niche that you're talking about on your shop page. So if you're doing, your name is Fashion by Angela. So if you're doing fashion, I would say if I was you, I would make your page, first of all, I would take Fashion by Angela and make those three separate words. So fashion space by space Angela. So it's not all one word. So that's one thing. And you can change your nickname here so that it shows up in a way that people can clearly read Fashion by Angela. You could make it Fashion by Angela TikTok Shop. So something like that, where you have like in my live, I have that little line that breaks, and then I say whatever my launch your income. Well, on my shop page it says Dr. Lisa TikTok Shop. I think it says TikTok Shop page or something like that. I can't remember what I have it as. Um, and so just recognize that there's a way to brand yourself. In your bio, you can have your niche that you have as far as your products that you're going to talk about, and what your page is all about. And you can talk about maybe you're finding fashion on a budget, or fashion that's stylish and chic. You know what I'm saying? So you can come up with your brand identity through the words on your bio. So I would say it shouldn't be the same name. That's what I would say. Now it should be maybe a name that people instantly recognize. Oh, this is Angela. Oh, and that other page is Angela. Okay, I see she has the shop page. Oh, and then she also has her other page too. So yeah, so there's a connection there, but it doesn't have to be the same name. Now, the short answer to that is yes, you can have the same name. No, I would not have the same name. So that's what I would say. Good information. Yeah. I'm stocked in 20. Oh, you're stuck. Hey, friend, 2,200 view jail. You talking about for your content? Thank you for being here. That's a different conversation. You just want to make sure you're thinking about your content based on your niche and page. Yes. So yeah, I would give me 1 second. Let me finish the shop conversation. I can kind of address that. Don't leave. Don't let me forget, because I'll get on to another topic. But so when it comes to get TikTok Shop, you want to be intentional about growing your numbers, because you won't get it in the pilot program, the TikTok Shop for Creator pilot program. You won't get it unless you have the right amount of followers. That's part of it. Typically, if you have a second page and you've been growing your page, I've noticed TikTok will give it to you possibly a little bit earlier, because they already seeing that you are an account, you're growing, you have maybe some sales, some other things. So I've noticed that. So people have gotten it early because of their second account. Um, their first account was established and already in TikTok Shop, and the second page got it a little sooner. So I've seen it. Doesn't happen all the time, but I have seen it happen. Um, and just for clarity purposes, we are talking about two different types of programs. When we talk about TikTok Shop for Creator, the affiliate program, that's what we're talking about, versus TikTok Shop for Seller. Seller is for business accounts where you have your own product you're trying to sell and promote, and you are going to have a shop on your page that lists your products there, as opposed to the TikTok Shop for Creator, the affiliate program, is where you have a showcase. A showcase is on your page. So instantly, just really quickly, if you're new here, if you go to someone's profile and you see the word shop on their page, and the other cue is that if they have an email, the little email symbol, that's a business account. A shop is a business account. If you see showcase, no email account, no email with the email symbol, um, that's a personal account. Okay, so I just want to say that because a lot of times people are like, how do I know? And then obviously, as a live host, or I'm sorry, as a creator, you can go and check to see are you on a business account or a personal account. So you can check in your three lines on your profile, settings and privacy, go to account, scroll down. If it says switch to personal, then that means you're a business account. If it says switch to business, that means you're a personal account. So what I'm talking about is for personal accounts. Okay, so these are all personal accounts. So if you're a personal account, you're looking to get TikTok Shop based on your personal account. You're looking to become an affiliate for people selling their products. Someone who has Neural Gum, and you're going to be affiliate for them, and you're going to sell the gum and get a commission. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure I said that clearly. A couple things you want to do. So when I talk about banned accounts, I'm going to talk about a couple things you need to have to qualify. You need to have, your account needs to be in good standing with the content on your page. You got to have content on your page too. Content on your page has to be in good standing. That means that you don't have any violations on it. So you got to check, do an account check. When you go to your profile, click TikTok Studio, go to the post side. They move things around. So I have to scroll down on the post side to get to account check. You want to go to account check. That's what you're looking for. Hey, Lee Ann, how you doing, Amber? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Short Stuff. I saw you come in as well. And I think Hallicue came in. Others, if I missed you, hello, hello, hello. I appreciate you all coming in. Nurse Millie, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. And so let me know if there's other questions. We're just talking really quickly. I was going to talk about TikTok Shop. I'm going to pivot back to my other conversation too, but I want to make sure I just honor the fact that someone asked me earlier, my 10 o'clock, how to get it. So I'm telling you how to get it. So here's what you're going to do. Hey, Bloom. Here's what you're going to do. So you're going to go and essentially do that account check. Click account check. Make sure all the videos on your page are in good standing. The banned accounts comes from when you go to your profile again, click your followers or your following, doesn't matter which one. Thank you so much. Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, I'm doing Flash Go right now. TikTok gave me 12. I need 6 more. 6 more. Flash Go is ice cream cones. Ice cream cones, y'all. Who knew? Ice cream cones. So 6 more if you don't mind. You said this is new. I know. Ice cream cones. So I was like, TikTok, like, okay. So I think I've gotten it once before. Thank you all. Appreciate it. So 4 more ice cream cones. That's the Flash goal. This is the goal that TikTok has. Thank you all. Appreciate you. And it's thank you, Sochi Nan. I appreciate you. 1 per person. We need 2 more. Appreciate you all. So when it comes to banned accounts, and this is something this is not TikTok Shop only. This is something you want to pay attention to. You always want to go in once a week, if not more, to remove any of those accounts that are in that have been banned from the app. And you don't want to be following those. It inflates your numbers and makes your numbers look as if you have more followers than you actually do. Because once you remove those, they're not there anymore and your numbers go down. Personally, I think TikTok should take care of this where you don't have to go and do it yourself. But hey, I'm just one person. So is it true that you can get paid for watching videos? Yeah, so you can. That's a new feature. I'm not all into what that feature is. It's a new feature though. Somebody else in the room, let me know if you know about it. I've seen that. I've seen I've seen it where I know you can get it from, is that from the search area? No, that's where you search things and you can get credit for searching, and like a TikTok shop coupon for searching. But I've also seen it where on the page, like if you watch the video, you can get credit for watching videos, and essentially, um, there's some coupons that come with that too, if I'm not mistaken. It's similar. I think it's all tied to TikTok Shop actually, if I'm not mistaken. But somebody else let me know if you know more about that feature. And it's a newer feature. I think it's something TikTok's trying out, so I don't know if a lot of people are fully have that that have that option available to them. I don't know all the details for it. Um, so okay, so back to band accounts. Let me show this really quickly because I was going to show you what I'm talking about, and then I'm going to go to my you're welcome, friend. I'm gonna go here. This is actually my shop page, and it says Dr. Lisa TikTok Shop. Um, every 24 hours you can get a $3 coupon for searches. Yes, that's the search feature. And it's so many searches you've done. Thank you for the daily harmony. I think you have to do like 30 plus searches, and so you can get the coupons for TikTok Shop by using that. And so here is this feature here. I just want to show this all to you. And I think I've done this recently, so we'll see if I have any band accounts in here. Don't allow. And so you want to go to usually go over here to the following side. There's a search bar for me here. And then I'm going to type in the word user, U-S-E-R. So I just typed in the word user. There's no users found. If you see any users in there, if there's any users found, that means, and so like I said, I think I cleared this out recently. So let's see on my other account, is there any users that I can go in? No, I think I'm good because there's no banned accounts on this account either. No. So yeah, I cleared them all out. So there's no examples I can show you. Thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate you all joining the live. I appreciate the support. So there's no examples I can show you, but essentially if you click the number of people in your, who you're following or followers, you can scroll over depending on which side you go to. There's usually a search bar. So if you search, you can type in the word user, and if you type in the word user, it will show you any accounts. So again, there's none that I have here because I cleared this out recently. And so what will show up is if there's a picture, a user with all the numbers and no photo, no picture for their profile, then you could click that faceless profile, and usually what will happen is that the screen will say account banned. Okay, so you want to go in and remove that banned account. You want to make sure you remove it. You can click the top arrow in the corner, it removes the banned account. And then you also can go and turn, like if you unfollow someone, like you can turn it back here, where if you turn that red, it means that you need to follow them back and turn it back red. So keep that in mind. That is something where you can go in and follow those people or unfollow them by turning them back red. Okay, so with that, you want to make sure you're not following any banned accounts, because you may think you have 1,000, but then you have maybe 20 banned accounts in there. So that means that you have 980. You don't have 1,000 followers because you have to remove those banned accounts. It's inflating your numbers, and TikTok will say that you have fake engagement. Okay, so you want to be careful about how you are following those banned accounts. The other thing I will say is, it's not exactly when you get to 1,000. So typically between doing that account check for your video content and the banned accounts, you might get it closer to 1,000, but I've seen people get it maybe at 1,100, 1,200. So just make sure you're actively growing that account and making sure your account is in good standing with TikTok. The other thing is you got to be 18 years and older for TikTok Shop. And what I tell people is to go to um, Creator Search Insights. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, friend. Go to Creator Search Insights so that you can use that as a way to determine, tell TikTok you're interested in TikTok Shop. So Creator Search Insight has a little feature where it has these scrolling messages. And one of the messages is if you're interested in TikTok Shop or opportunities to earn money, click that option. Let me know if you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to go to Creator Search Insights. Now, for me, it's these scrolling messages here, and it will scroll to different things. And this one is here, opportunities to earn insights. Now, when I click it, it's not going to have that message because I'm already on TikTok Shop for this account. But for you, someone who doesn't have TikTok Shop, I say click that, and then you can check to see if you're eligible for TikTok Shop for the Creator Pilot Program, the affiliate program. And then that's one way to check. And then I say go back to the search bar and maybe search in here. So you're on this profile, search up top and say, how do I join the TikTok Shop affiliate program? So then it will show all the different videos and content on people explaining how they did it. Engage with that content, because what you're doing is teaching the algorithm that you want TikTok Shop. So I tell you guys all the time, everything you touch, everything you say, everything you type, all those clicks matter. And so that's how you train the algorithm, say you want this program. Somehow I got approved for the TikTok Shop pilot program. I have no idea what I'm doing. You did get approved. Also, yeah, you have enough followers. Are you actually doing shoppable video and content? There is some training for beginners. I would tell you to go through some of that early training that they have. So when you first become a TikTok Shop affiliate, on that homepage, it'll have some training videos. It'll have some other activities you need to do to make sure you understand how to do shoppable videos and content. So definitely do the training. TikTok Shop is a whole thing, okay? I say it all the time. It is a whole thing, and it's going to be up to you if you want to actually really pursue it, but do the training. Definitely do the training. I tried, but I honestly, horrible at selling. You know what? It should feel natural. Thanks for the advice. You're welcome. It should feel natural. It depends on the products you're selecting. So it's not about feeling as if, when I talk about my clickable light, I show you guys the features and benefits of the light. You guys see the light and it's bright and stuff, and you can see that. So when it comes to selling, it should feel natural. Maybe you're talking about a product that you use. Really quickly, when I talk about things you want to tell TikTok, I actually say, okay, let me circle back. So once you put in, I want to be a part of the affiliate program, start engaging with those videos. Make sure you watch them. Make sure you comment something about the affiliate program. Thank you for this video. Thank you for this tip on how to join the affiliate program, the TikTok Shop affiliate program. Because again, you're telling the algorithm what you're interested in. By typing those words, it knows you're interested in TikTok Shop. The other thing I will say is go to shop, and on the new account, click. Oh, we'll talk about that in a second. You think you suffer from imposter syndrome? We're gonna get there. Let me circle back, because that's different from TikTok Shop. But let me circle back. Where are the videos located? The training videos under the TikTok Shop area, the creator, TikTok Shop creator area. Do you know what I'm talking about, Miss A Hunter? Let me know. Gotcha. Yes. Okay. So go under there and you'll see there, especially when you first get it, there's these training videos you can do. Yeah. You said no. What does the no mean? Yes, no. um, so buy something for TikTok Shop off the TikTok Shop. So again, you're telling the algorithm I'm interested in TikTok Shop. So buy something from there. Then I want you to do a review video of the product that you got. You don't have TikTok Shop yet, but you can actually talk about the product. I can talk about, hey guys, you know what I just got? I got this Neural gum. This gum is so good. I love the flavor. It reminds me of my old school gum with the cinnamon, and it has that nice flavor, and that cinnamon flavor stays for so long in your mouth. It chews really good. I really like this Neural gum. My energy and focus is there after I chew it because, of the natural ingredients that it has. So you're just talking about this. This is like, you just talk naturally about how you think about it. And then you look at obviously the product has some key ingredients and factors to it, and you can name that stuff. But again, it should feel natural. And you do a review video. You talk about the product you purchase, and you talk about it in a way that is authentic, And so you shouldn't feel like you're trying to be some great actress or actor. You just go ahead and just talk about it from an authentic way. You know, if it's fashion, you can say, "Ooh, this earrings, this jewelry, this sweater. Oh my gosh, I love these glasses on me." You know, so yeah, just talk about the product. So that's the one thing I will say. Do video content that is review video content, and TikTok sees that. They see you're talking about products, you're reviewing the products, you're talking about the product in a way that feels natural to how you would talk about it when you go live with the video and do shoppable lives and other shoppable video content. Hey friends, thank you so much. 2 months. Miss 800, what was the no for? Let me know what the no was for. Doc, I have no idea why my pot was moved from my showcase. Oh, so did you put it back? Were you able to put it back? I wonder if they sold out. When you scroll all the way down, you say yes. Okay, maybe they sold out. Hmm. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes if you scroll all the way down to the end of your showcase, it'll show a product was removed for low stock. It'll get removed for that. Low stock. Um, what's the other reason? But bad reviews. It happened to me. Yeah. Yeah. So low stock will remove a product. That's probably what it was. Maybe it was a top seller. It was a good seller. So it probably was, and it probably did show up. Not normally they leave the product and tell you it's out of stock. No, on my video, they remove it. Let me show you what it looks like. Let me see. Let me go to my showcase. I'm sure I got one. I'll show you what it looks like if I have one in here. From my side. Now I'm referring to this process. Let me see. Let me go to my shop. So I'm a manage showcase. I'm clicking manage showcase. Let me see if there's anything at the bottom that is not there. Yeah. Okay. That's out of stock. That's not available. Out of stock. These products are unavailable. I'm at the bottom of my showcase. So all my other products, you got to go to the bottom of your showcase. And these are the videos that TikTok was like, man, out of stock, not available. So if people looked at my showcase, they would not see these products. You had to remove the onion? Okay, gotcha. My item was removed and then searched for it and it was sold out. It was sold out. Yeah. So this is typically what happens. Now, I don't know if some other stuff was going on, but it'll say unavailable, unavailable, out of stock. So you're saying, that's what I was saying, like this process. When it's out of stock, and these three are unavailable. Now, why are they unavailable? Zero in stock. They're out of stock. And these other ones say zero in stock too. So, hopefully I still get those sales. You do. If they get shipped and delivered, you get the sale for it. Absolutely. Yeah. You get the sale for it. You get credit. You know, it happens like 30 days later, but you get the sale for it. There was a lot of interest there. It was. I like my pan too. I do. I do like my pan. I like it. That's a good buy. Actually, if you go to your managed showcase, let me show you guys this. If you go to your managed showcase, it'll actually say this is like products that are part of the holiday haul. There is it says products post suggestions. Those are ones that you want to suggested post, and then to improve. So TikTok says there's 7 to improve. Let me see. These products are yeah, that's it. So here it says these products are unavailable or have better performing alternatives. That's what TikTok says. So there were 7 these products here. So it typically will tell you what you need to do with your products. Okay, so pay attention to that as well. These little messages up here. Now the post suggestions is telling me videos that well, actually, when I click it, it's not there anymore. It says these are post suggestions. Filter shows the most beneficial products to post to promote now. Why ain't nothing showing up? TikTok. But you said it was 10, so I'm not sure what that was about. But yeah, so you can go back and see. So let me go out of here. Yeah, I don't know why it has it that way. So again, go into your product. You actually, that's why I say TikTok shop is a thing, because you actually need to go in your shop, in your showcase. So those people who have like hundreds of products in their showcase, they fill their showcase up. You really need to go in and make sure that those products are still quality, good reviews from the seller, as well as there's no issues with the stock. Okay. Doc, do you know TT tells you how many people in your hallway now? I was surprised today. How many people are in the hallway? I ain't seen that update yet. I haven't seen that update yet. TikTok is real slow when it comes to me getting the latest features. So for this account, that is, my shop page gets all the latest and greatest, but this account is usually about 2 weeks behind. So where do you see it? You see it in your chat? They say they they stay leaving you by. I know TikTok is not right for that. But where is it? Is it in your chat? Or it'll say, hey, there's 17 people watching right now. It'll say that. Let me know. So I would imagine they do that. That's actually a good feature. And I'll say this, guys. If you are top right, oh, it's in the top right. I don't see it. Where would it be? By your numbers? Up here by the number of people in the room? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, obviously I don't have it right now, so I don't see that. But it is important for you to, encourage people to come in, connect, because they are out watching you. And so that's going to be interesting. If you a voyeur from the outside and you want to come in and you sitting there watching people constantly and peeking into their live streams, interesting, TikTok. I like your strategy. It told me there are 12 people in the hallway. Invite them in. Oh, wow. Look at TikTok. I like that. I hope they continue to do that. People gonna get called out for just sitting there watching. I like that. So you might as well just come in, get your daily heart me, or keep it scrolling, friends. Keep it scrolling. Because you're gonna get called out quite a bit. Hello, friends, coming on in. Thank you so much. From the host section, it is a pop out right by the house. Okay, it's a pop out by the house. Interesting. Okay. I don't see, yeah. So when I look, yeah, I don't see it. So I don't think I have that feature yet. But you're saying it's something that pops out right here. Gotcha. Okay. I like that feature. I like it a lot. That's a good strategy for TikTok to get people to come in. Wellness Girl got it as well. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Nice. So guys, look for that then. If that's a feature, I think that's something you definitely want to leverage. And you can tell people, it's like, I know it's 12 of y'all out there. You can be like, I know it's 20. It's 150 people watching me right now. Come on inside. Hello, Fred. That's a good feature though. All right, so okay, TikTok is popping some stuff out, but that's not it. I see some other things that popped up. It was talking about the views in general. Okay, so that's what you're saying. I'm gonna pay attention to it. Maybe it is something that's gonna pop out, and I just haven't been paying attention to it. I'm enjoying you very much. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so TikTok Shop. I literally walked you through how to get it. Okay, so you got to tell the algorithm what you want. You got to make sure your account's in good standing, meaning that you don't have any violations on any of your videos, because TikTok pays attention to that, because this is a shoppable video. A lot of the content comes from shoppable videos, and then obviously shoppable lives. And so you got to make sure your account's in good standing, that you don't have violations to get it. And then also make sure you're not following any of those accounts that have been banned, because that inflates your numbers. So TikTok's like, hey, you got fake engagement. Your numbers aren't really your real numbers. So you got to make sure you remove those accounts. And ultimately, just tell the algorithm you're interested in shop by the content you're watching, the engagement. Hey, Pure, how you doing, friend? Pure, let me do the trumpet for you, friend. Hey, friend, congratulations. Are you gonna, now I'm curious, are you gonna continue greetings? Are you gonna continue with Live Fest? Because you made it to the next round for fandom. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You made it to the next round for fandom. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for the fest gear. Thanks for that. Look at you. You said, let me do the fest gear. Yes, that's the plan. Okay. All right. All right. Nice. I was in your live and you was like, you know what? You're ready to get back to your regularly scheduled program where you do your sound healing and the other things. And I know lately you've had to focus on Live Fest and all things Live Fest. So um, so congratulations. That's first and foremost, and hopefully you make it to the next to the Las Vegas. I really do think you earned it and you should be there, friend. So I'm proud of you. Um, with that, okay, so back to shoppable content. Let me know if there's any questions about that shoppable live, shoppable content, and then I'm gonna circle back to imposter syndrome. So we're gonna talk about that too. Question on life. Um, which says life as why do I have 28 requests completed and I didn't do anything strange. Um, you said videos, please. Videos for what? Let me know what the videos for. Let me know what you meant by that. Um, Black Lotus, what are you asking for? Live Fest? Is that what you're talking about? Live Fest, and you're completing those quests? Is that what you're saying? And you've completed 28 quests? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. Look at your friend. Thank you so much, Pierre. I appreciate your friend. Thank you for that. The shiny air balloons. Appreciate the support. Um, yeah, let me know what you meant by that. Was that Live Fest question? Let me know if that was a Live Fest question. I'm trying to make sure I make sense of it. Thank you for the populist friend. I think that's what you're asking. And then Miss A Hunter, what do you want to know about videos? Are you talking about shoppable videos? What are you asking? Let me know about what was your question? Training videos. Training videos for TikTok Shop? Let's see, really quickly. I'm on TikTok Shop. Okay. So, when you are on TikTok Shop, when you're on TikTok Shop, as you scroll down, you'll see here, grow your audience. Now, what will happen under this section here? Because I've already done the training videos, what it will say is like a beginner video stuff. So you see right here, it says video growth task. It says start. So it gives you these little tasks to do for TikTok Shop. So here's the TikTok Shop toolkit. When I was showing you guys my Manage Showcase, when I was showing you just now, I clicked Manage Showcase. And so they have these training videos. So you can go in here and see what are some of the things you need to do. Creator opportunities are under here. There's some other stuff surrounding understanding different campaigns they have going on. So yeah, good quality video gets more views. They give you some training for that. So just come down to the lower part and really, really pay attention to some of the things you can be doing. Okay? So pay attention to what's going on with your account. And there, like I said, for the beginning of TikTok Shop, there's training videos. Okay? So you want to pay attention to these training videos. So that's one that's there. You'll see how you doing, Robin. So pay attention to training videos, do those videos, scroll down. A lot of information there for you, TikTok Shop. It is a thing, you all. Okay? How do I find TikTok Shop again? When you're on, okay, so Miss 800, check your inbox because I sent you a message this morning. You have a business account. You have a business account. You're not a TikTok Shop creator account. So I think what you have is the seller side, and you don't have the shop side yet. And if I understood correctly, I was looking at your followers. You wouldn't have TikTok Shop at all yet. You wouldn't have it. So, okay, got it. So listen to my voicemail. You need 1,000 followers to get in the affiliate program, but first of all, you need to have a personal account. So you need to switch to personal unless you meant to be a business account. I don't know if you have a product that you're selling and you want to have a shop and showcase your products, but it doesn't, you don't have the affiliate program yet, so you don't see it. So that's what's happening. Braids in the boots. How you doing, friend? So that's why you said, oh, how do I get to it? Because you don't have it yet. So that's the one thing. You got to have 1,000 followers. And so what I talked about here was how to get it, based on telling TikTok that you're interested in the affiliate program. You make sure your account's in good standing. You have your videos you've done, that they have to be not in violation of anything. of any sorts, and then you also, okay, I will check it. Yeah, okay, okay. So just make sure that you go through that, and then all of this. This is the TikTok Shop page. So all of this should show up for you once you have it. Okay. Let me know if there's any questions, friends. I appreciate you all coming through. Let me know if there's any questions. You guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. Um, with Okay, so videos, we talked about that, training videos. Let me circle back to imposter. Let me know if my friend is still here. Were you still here, Chrissy? Let me know if you're still here. Um, because a lot of it is, we talk about mindset here quite a bit. We talk about ways that you can start practicing makes progress. Yes, ma'am. Practice makes progress. It's not about being perfect. One of the things that so in my 10 o'clock, we kind of recap the Mel Robbins session she did yesterday. Mel Robbins is a life coach, a big influencer. From her account, she's the third largest podcaster in the world. I didn't know that, but she said that several times in her session yesterday. And so one thing she said, and everything she said, obviously I was like, okay, this is everything I've been talking about. I've been helping people. It was confirmation that this is how you need to engage this process. It's funny, I originally started off making reviews on my first page. There we go. Continue to make those reviews. Continue to make the reviews on your other page. If you want to shop on this page, yeah, why not? And a lot of it is, we sometimes get stuck because we think the content we're posting is cringy. The content we're sharing, people don't are not going to be interested in. Oh, we did it in this way that didn't seem natural and authentic, and people are going to laugh at me. Oh, what if my coworkers see me? What if my family see me? What if some people I know watch my content, my videos and stuff? You got to get past that. You cannot let absolute cringe. You can't let that stuff bother you. I'm going to tell you right now, because that part of this process is doing something that obviously is not in our comfort zone, and it's taking us in a space that we're unfamiliar with, and we're learning and growing. So the whole cringe part of it, you got to get past that. As a matter of fact, if you were like anything like me, you would create an account where you do not have family and friends. So this account was a brand new account for me back in November of last year. You nailed it. I'm trying. I'm trying. I promise I am. This is a brand new account for me, because I was like, you know what? Let me start fresh. Let me show my face. I'm not gonna let anybody stop me, but I'm gonna do it on my terms. I'm not gonna have family and friends following me. I'm not gonna do any of that stuff. Now, over this year of doing this, I do have some friends that follow me. You guys seen Run It As a Blessing. There are people in here that I know in my personal life, and that's totally fine with me, because I'm like, you know what? This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. And I had my origin story, and I had to do it scared and nervous and awkward, but I'm going to keep showing up, and I'm going to keep doing it. My daughter, if you were me, if I were you, don't let your kids see your content. Don't let your kids, especially if you have teenagers or young adults, don't let them involved in what you're doing, because they will talk about you. They will make you feel very insecure about this, okay? They will make you feel like you are old and out of touch, okay? So I would say that as a beginner, if you can keep them from your what you do as much as possible, I would do that. Okay. But in the meantime, if you got the supportive kids, you want people in your ear that's going to uplift you, champion you, keep you going, support you. And that's what you want, because this is new. This is new for many of us. Okay, this is not, and most of the people, how you doing, Mom? Most of the people in the agency, and the people who are here learning and growing are beginners, and people who are a certain generation. You might be an older millennial. You might be a Gen Xer, a baby boomer. I say this all the time because we didn't grow up with this. Social media is fairly new for us. And TikTok is different from all of them. So it is definitely new. And so if you're in this space, you are in a more advanced social media and live streaming experience. And so recognizing that, okay, there's a learning curve. Okay, this is new. To a certain extent, it's new for them too. But this is something that you want to engage with, and you can. Okay? Let's see. Let me catch up. You said I already blocked all my relatives except for my cousin, Malcolm MJ Harris. Big time different. It is. It is. I know it's different. And so if you got people in your ear saying don't do it, you can't do it. Why you over there? Why you doing it? And let me say this. If you're like me and you got the 20-year-olds, the 20 something year olds, okay? You said my teenage niece feels like it's cringing, cringe. That I'm on TikTok. Hey, so I was just about to go there. If you got the 20-year-olds, the teens, anybody, I'm gonna say anybody in your orbit that is like 25 years and younger. I'm gonna say that because they grew up with TikTok being musically in a kids app, and I'm gonna say this: they grew up with the other side of TikTok. We don't see that side of TikTok. This algorithm shows us our algorithms are all different. If I pull all my kids in one room and show and say, let me see your TikToks. I did it for my son and my daughter. I know for a fact their algorithms ain't even the same. And they just a year apart from each other. And so just recognizing that they see a different TikTok. There's an audience for everyone. It is. It's absolutely an audience for everyone. And so for them to say, well, why are you doing it? Why you doing it? Because in their mind, they're seeing their peers, their teenage friends, their the dance videos and the trends and all the other cringy things that I say is cringy. All the other things people are doing. They don't see us. They don't see the motivational messages. They don't see the people who are doing things that align with what our search features are. My nephew, who is 29, had to talk me through TikTok. He is my biggest supporter. Yeah, see, he's a little bit more mature. See, he's the late 20s. You saw where I went to 25 and under. Because them 25 and younger ones, they like, what are you doing? What are you doing? When you get over 25, you get it. You understand it. Okay? So that is sweet. It's very sweet that he's doing that. Because those are the ones you can go to. He said, my 11-year-old must be stalking me because he sees everything, does he? He's fine. Now see, they're still young and they see you as, oh, okay, this is something that you can do. Mom can do this because their social media presence is still fairly new. Them teenagers and them 20-year-olds, they feel like they're veterans at this. They feel like they've been doing it for years. And they're like, what are you doing over there? So them you can't talk to. I'm just gonna say that, y'all. Don't talk to them. Don't talk. Listen, your own kids will be outside. No. That's right. He said they can be brutal. I'm telling y'all now, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. You will stop, okay? Because they will talk you down. Yes, my daughter is 20 and does not even like half doesn't like half of my stuff. Yes, they don't like your stuff. Mm-mm. No, he especially called me cringe, did he? Don't do it. Again, surround yourself around people who are gonna uplift you and elevate you and help you along the way. That is my biggest message. Don't let anyone stop you. I love it, love it, love. So true. My son rolls his eyes at me. Don't let them stop you. I told my niece to mind her business and keep it moving. There we go. I'm gonna try it again tonight. You're so positive. You got to surround. Let's be real. Here's the reality of this. You guys can go back to my videos. I'll put myself out there. Go back and just stream through my videos, and you'll see the progress I've made. I'm not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I still got a lot of growing to do. I got a lot of knowledge that I have to gain when it comes to editing. And I do the videos where I kind of stay in my lane. I'm in my office. I say a message and that's it. But I don't do the multi-video clips and all that other stuff. There's people doing walking. I've done some things where I've tried some other things to do, some other editing and some other video content. So I'm still working through it. But my point of saying that is, at the end of the day, you will improve. That's what this is about. If you're looking for perfection, if you want to come out the gate and look like some of these other influencers and their content and stuff, you'll get there. It takes time. You'll become more comfortable in front of the camera, but don't feel like you have to have it all overnight. Tell those kids that all of your TikTok coins is too cringe to be spent on. Oh, wouldn't that hurt their feelings? Wouldn't that hurt their feelings? Wouldn't that hurt their feelings? Like, look here. If I'm cringe, don't let my cringy money help you. My cringy money ain't for you. I love that. But that's the thing about it. You got to make sure you're surrounding yourself around people who are going to elevate you and support you. You cannot have people in your ear that's telling you, why are you doing that? That's not for you. You're wasting your time. You're not. Because anything you do takes time. Practice. It takes time to get better. You'll improve over time. You will have videos. Somebody asked me earlier about the 200 views. I don't know if they're still in the room. That's what this is about. 200 views now. But as you look at other content, as you look at other ways people do videos, you'll realize, oh, I need to be doing some of that content. Oh, let me try this approach. And then let me tell you this, TikTok will keep your views suppressed and lower. So you have these moments where you're going up and down, up and down. You guys can look at my video content. There's one day I do a video one way, and then I do the same exact video the next day, and just a different topic. It don't go nowhere. Okay? So you said exactly. So I don't stress about views anymore. I do the content. I figure out maybe some things. I look at the video and I'm like, okay, maybe I did this wrong. Oh, maybe there's something else I could have done differently. Some things I'll do a little critiquing, but I don't let it stress me. I do not let it stress me. I keep it moving, keep going to the next video, to the next thing. Okay? Don't let it stress you. And then you'll have a point where you get a video that does really, really well. You'll get there. I have videos that I'm pleased with, and I'm like, okay, this video's performing well. Then I've had some videos that I've done. I haven't gotten like viral out the park videos, but I've had some videos that have had a lot of traction. Okay? And that's fine too. And you just keep going. Okay? You keep going. Yes, practice, practice, patience. Yes. Hey, short stuff. Short stuff from a content perspective, follow her. She's doing some content stuff that's really good. She's helping people when it comes to coming up with topics for your content and different content themes. So just kind of think about that as well. So she can help you with some ideas for content as well. So definitely connect with her. Official Isa, hi, how you doing? How are you? 10 boxes? What's 10 boxes, friend? How do you get 10 boxes? What does that mean? How do you get 10 boxes? What does that mean? Let me know what that meant, friend. I'm not sure. Short stuff. Yep, present. There she is, friend. I'm a pinner. That's her. That's crazy. I have videos that have over 41K views on them, but that was before I got approved. Before you got approved for what? What did you get approved for? You talking about before you got approved for TikTok Shop, or what did you get? TikTok Shop. I will say this. I'm going to tell you guys right now, that kind of goes back to what I was speaking earlier. Have a separate account for your TikTok shop. If you're trying to do shoppable videos, shoppable content, create a separate page for that. Now so Chrissy, this may be your TikTok shop pilot. This may be your TikTok shop page now. I would do a different page where you're doing other content. Because the thing about it is TikTok thinks you're doing shoppable content now. So if you're doing shoppable content, then those views will go up and down as well for those shoppable videos and stuff. TikTok shop is a whole thing. I hate to say it. It's annoying, but it is a whole thing. So you'll see your video views go up and down because of TikTok shop too. I see some hosts with 10 boxes, normally it's 9. Oh, for your multi box, the multi guest box. I don't know. I don't know why it's 10 versus 9. Are they using a board? Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I thought 9 was the most you could do. If it is 10, I'm not sure. I know there's a new feature. I don't think I have it yet, where you can select two columns. So you got viewers on this side and viewers on this side, and there's a way you can select that. But I think that was 4 and 4. I didn't see 5 and 5 or anything like that. And you're in the middle. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's a setting for 10. Maybe if you have a board, maybe the board is a box, but I thought it took a space for you. So I always thought it was 9. So I'm not sure why 10 boxes are showing up. Let me know if anybody knows that. Again, it could be a new feature. Let's see. Sultry Nano said, I forgot where to go to set up a scheduled live for people to reserve RSVP. Let me show you, friend. And then Christy, yes, that was all of my first page. Is so annoying. Yes. Yeah, I would pay attention to that and what you're doing on your account. Don't confuse the algorithm. You're welcome, friend. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Those who are here, thank you so much for joining. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to like and share out the live as well. Thank you so much. Let's get some more friends tapping, liking the live so that we can get up to 50K. Sultry Nana, you said you were asking about how to um, schedule a live event. That's what you're asking. Let me turn the screen around. Schedule a live event. You're going to click TikTok Studio. You're going to go to the live side. Under your live side, you're going to go to live event. Okay? And this is where you can create a live event. The only caveat I would say, make sure the type of event you are scheduling a regular live. If you're doing an exclusive event, that's where you pay for people. But the regular live, people can RSVP. They can register for your live. So you schedule that, you put the time, date, and hit create. And then audience control, you can turn that on or off if you're looking for selling something 18 years and older or promoting something or a sensitive topic, turn that on. But if it's not, you can turn it off and more people can attend. So just decide on what you're doing. Hello, Haliki. Appreciate your friend. Let me switch accounts so I can fill up my shop page. Shop only page. Okay. All right, friends. Dr. Trish, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you all for the shares and the reposts and the taps. Let me know if that made sense, Sultry Nana. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you all for the liking of the live as well. I appreciate the support. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. Those who are coming in, we were talking about shop. I was going to pivot a little bit and read. And so let me know if I missed a question. If you guys had a question and I need to circle back, let me know if you're still here waiting for your question to get answered. I'm happy to answer questions. And then I was going to circle back really quickly because I'm going to stay on probably until about 30 more minutes, maybe, because I'm going to try to hit the 90-minute mark. So we do have if you're in the agency, we do have our Zoom meeting tonight. So Zoom is at 6:30. We'll meet there. And so definitely plan to attend that if you are in the agency. And then I'll send out another reminder before the meeting. And if you have questions, you can save it for the meeting too. There's usually questions that people have that's good for other people to hear, especially if you're new to this and you're trying to understand the algorithm or some other things about TikTok. In the meantime, I was going to circle back. I'm about to go live. If anyone needs help with stickers or flyers, I can help. Yes, so Dr. Trish uses the flyer approach for her green screen overlay to also share out her services. Dr. Lita, the video is uploaded. Okay, uploaded. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for that. How many followers do I need to be in the agency? How many followers? You need to have live access and you need to be going live. That's the main thing. TikTok will give you live access pretty early in terms of your engagement, based on your engagement, as well as your having a minimum of at least, I think, usually about 50 followers. So you should have live access. So if have you been going live, Robin? Hey, Trixie, how you doing? Have you been going live? Because that's the main requirement. First of all, I can't invite you unless you have live access and you're going live. So I would say go live. Go live for those first 3 lives where you can get full live access and get all the features where you can pin comments, co-host, multi-guest. I think I do have only gone once. Okay, so definitely start going live on a regular basis, and then you just come in my bio and go to my profile on my main page, and the web page is there for you to apply to the agency. Yeah, so things you got to keep in mind in terms of the agency. You got to make sure you have that you're not already in an agency. So that's the first step, and I don't think you are. So, but you got to make sure you're not in an agency. It's one creator network per person for one account. So if you have multiple accounts, you only can do it for one account, and it's so it's one per person. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I've never gone live. Is it worth it? So from a TikTok shop perspective, I think going live is where you make most of your money. Shoppable videos are hard to get commissions on, to get sales. So essentially, you got to have a lot of volume out there on different products to hopefully get into the pipeline of people seeing your video and someone actually clicking to purchase from your video. When you're doing your shoppable lives, people see and hear you talking about the product and they see the features and benefits and they just say, okay, well, let me click and buy. And they're in the live. And then oftentimes, especially in the beginning, excuse me, a sneeze was coming. Especially in the beginning, TikTok will push more people in your live because of your product. Because maybe it's a traffic driver or a trending product, and so you'll see more. You'll see more. Thank you so much. You'll see more people coming into your live just for that. Appreciate y'all. You're so sweet. So bless you, girl. I don't know where that sneeze came from, but you said God bless you. Thank y'all. So shoppable lives to me are the better approach. Thank you, Nika Grace. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate the support. Look at you with this fest gear. Hey, thank you for the dearly heart, me, Trixie. Appreciate it, friend. Um, Shoppable lives are the best option because you can really talk about the products. People see it. People get a feel for it. People are like, oh, wow, let me get that. That's something I need. And again, it's helping you describe the product. I mean, obviously, you can pin the product, and then people will see it. They click to it. There are also the coupons that they can get while they're in the live. There's the flash sales that happen. There's the free ship. There's all that you can easily promote, and people are like, "Ooh, I want that. Let me get it now." And there's like this sense of urgency. You don't get that with the video content unless you're really conveying that in how you are describing the product. Okay, and then people are like, "Wow, I want it now," just because of what they said about that product. I need to get it. Um, so shop videos is harder than the shoppable lives. But again, you become, as you go live, you become more natural and comfortable in the camera. So when you said, is it worth it? First of all, TikTok shop is TikTok live access is the first way you monetize on this app. So if you're someone who's coming in and people are engaging with your live stream, your topic is something that resonates with them, people will gift, they will engage, they will do all the things. And so you see monetization as a result of that. You should do mentoring. You're informative and helpful. Thank you for your time and consideration. You're so sweet. Thank you. So yes, so I do have the agency. In the new year, I probably will do a little bit more mentoring, especially when it comes to people who are not in the agency or people who are in the agency that want a little bit more support when it comes to digital marketing and stuff. So I am working through a plan for that. See you in the meeting, doing a drum circle and a potluck for the unsheltered. Oh, look at you, friend. You're so awesome. All right, see you later, friend. So I am going to do some stuff in 2026. I just have to kind of make time and carve out time for it, but we'll see. But I want to kind of get back to that. I'm getting a lot more inbox messages from people who, hey, disaster specialists, from people who are really looking for additional support. So I recognize that is something I need to make sure I support people. My stand store is not my profile either, so I usually do one-on-one consultations, but I haven't been promoting that because I'm really focused on the agency and standing that up. So with that, I'll get back to it in 2026, definitely. Definitely. Hey, Chrissy. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Steph. I see you as well with the hearts. So a couple things I wanted to kind of close out my conversation earlier. When it comes to what Mel talked about, Mel Robbins, she did her session. Really quickly, we'll recap the 6 questions she asked. And there was a couple other things I was going to point out. So we talked about that whole imposter syndrome, being scared, the cringiness of coming here and showing up in this way is something you actually need to just do it. You said I missed Mel. It was good. It was good, Trixie. Yeah, it was good, friend. Yeah, hopefully she said she's going to be doing more of it. So she will be doing more of it. So here's the 6 questions she told you in terms of setting your goals for 2026. Let me recap those really quickly. The first, you said I bet it was. The first thing she talked about is what's your why? You need to know your why. Why are you doing any of this? And from a digital marketing, live streaming context, like why would you do this? Is it something sweet, baby Ray? How you doing, friend? Um, is it something for building your business? Maybe you have products and services you want to talk about. Is it something where you're trying to monetize and make passive income? Or are you trying to leave your 9 to 5, and you want to make this your 9 to 5? Like, what is your why? Okay. So spend some time knowing your why. And then under that should be these 6 things that you think about and you plan for or reflect on and plan for as you go into 2026. So the reflection questions are, what was hard about the last year? What was that hard thing that you did? What was the things that happened that were really challenging with life last year? He said, tap the screen. Let's help get to 50K. Yes. Thank you so much for that. Um, okay, so what was hard about last year? And then she said, okay, in contrast, what was good? What was the best parts of last year? What was really the thing that you were excited about that was really joyful about last year? So what was the good? What was the bad? Okay? Thank you so much for the rose. So put that in context. What was the good thing? What was the bad thing from last year? Then she said, what did you learn? Okay. What was the things that you can go back and realize based on what happened last year? What was that thing you realized from your experience last year? Okay. What did you learn? So, based on good, bad, and the learning, then you want to think about the future plans. Okay. So, in these future plans, she said, what are you going to stop doing? That's kind of the learning. So, what did you learn? But what are you going to stop doing? Okay. So, that was question number 4. What are you going to stop doing? Okay. And then it says, what are you going to continue doing? That's question 5. What are you going to continue doing? What was something about last year that you said, okay, I need to bring that into 2026? I'm going to continue doing that. And then she went on to say, okay, what are you going to start doing? Okay. What was the stop, the continue, the start? What is it about next year? Something you know you need to start doing. Okay. So, again, these are questions that you want to ask yourself as you set up your goals, as you set your goals for yourself. Now, in the context of these questions, especially from a digital marketing, from showing up on this app, whether it's through your content, whether it's through your live stream, whether you as affiliate for different organizations, companies, or TikTok Shop affiliate, thinking about how are you going to show up. And so that's where we get to the things that say, okay, people don't start because they compare themselves. And I tell you guys all the time, comparison is a thief of all joy. If you're sitting back comparing yourself to me or or any other influencer that you see out there, then first of all, you need to recognize that everybody had an origin story. I've been doing this over the last 12 months, almost a year. That you said thanks for the recap. Is that what it is? Thanks for the recap. You're welcome, friend. That's it. I mean, she did her mail extra-ness, but yes. But yeah, that was really the 6. That was really the 6 questions. Um, and so you can't compare yourself to other people. You can't look at someone who's has 100 million followers, or 100,000 followers, or 50K followers, or 25K followers, and say, oh, well, what did they do? Which you should say, you should ask that question, but you should recognize that that person started somewhere. They was a beginner at one point, and so you're not going to get to where they're at if you don't get started. And then on top of that, if you think that you're going to get there overnight, then that doesn't happen all the time either. There are some people who are what we call purple unicorns that have that type of experience and success, but at the end of the day, that's not everybody's reality. And the reality is you got to show up and get started. Okay? So you can't compare yourself, but what you can do is learn. And if you are not a person that's in a mindset that I need to learn, if you think everybody's going to come to you and that's how information is going to get, you're going to get the information you need because they're going to show up in your live stream, or they're going to come into you in the content, or they're going to tap you on the shoulder. That's not how it works. You got to seek the information out. You got to show up in spaces and places where they're teaching it. You got to search on the home screen and search for topics that are interested of interest to you. Okay, so and the beauty of this algorithm, this app, is that as you start searching for stuff, you'll start seeing it a lot more. Probably too much of it. So just recognize that that's a part of this too. What you search and what you're looking for and typing and talking about, it will come your way. But at the same time, you got to seek it out. There are plenty of people, even people who join this agency that have not gone live. They've been in this agency for literally 5, 6 months, or what is it, 5 months now, and they have not really engaged in the process. And then when they start, they stop because they think it's supposed to be this instant success. But it's a gradual growth. There's things that are happening for people every month. Every month you're seeing growth, but you need to pay attention to, hey, here are the things that I'm measuring, here are the ways I'm growing. I used eNurse as an example earlier because she came in and shared her good news where she had a video and she's posting, she's doing all the things, she's engaging, she goes live. Her room is still growing, she's still kind of having moderate success with her supporters that are coming in. But she started this in August with 400 followers, and she's ending in December with 5,100 followers. Just because she showed up and she's staying consistent and she's building, she's posting content, and then she's had videos that have done well that brought in new followers. So know that it takes time. It wasn't, and that's great success in 5 months. But know that it was because she kept showing up. And she wasn't worried about her room not having a whole lot of people in it. She's still showing up. She's being consistent and it's paying off. So just recognize that. I'm going to cheer for her because it takes time. But again, you can't let the cringe, you can't let the comparison, you can't let the things that normally you tell yourself, hey, Londa, how you doing, friend? That you tell yourself be a deterrent. Because again, you got to make sure, thank you for the daily heart me. You got to make sure you're surrounding yourself around people who will help elevate you and who are going to pour into you and support your growth. How you doing, Shelly? Thank you for the daily heart me. I appreciate your friend. You said 81 days. I started with 130 followers and now I have 1,600 and I do go live. Rochelle, I love it. I love it. That's it, friend. That's it. I mean, seriously, that's growth. 81 days. So that's less than, that's less than 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's growth. Pay attention to the things that you're doing and how you're growing. And I'll say this about eNurse. That was her approach. She was focused on how she was making strides in incremental ways. So she would come back to me and say, Dr. Lisa, I've gotten 1,000 followers. Dr. Lisa, oh my gosh, I'm up to 2,000 followers. Dr. Lisa, I'm at 3,000. She said that multiple times in my life. And then today she said, I'm at 5,100 followers. So she said I had a video that's doing really well. So again, that's what this is about. Keep doing it. Your audience is out there for you. Your community is out there for you. So she does the caregiving, and her content is focused on helping caregivers get and feel supported because they need support and care as well. And so recognizing that that is something that's really important to her, to people who are in this phase in life where they're helping maybe elderly adult parents, elderly parents, or adult children, or young children, just recognizing that people need to care for themselves too. Thank you so much, Shelly. Appreciate your friend for the shares. So I want to say that that's important. And so one of the other points she talked about, and this kind of goes to the content, the context of what I was just sharing. You got to create. If you're waiting for something to happen, it ain't gonna happen if you're not doing anything. You got to do. You got to engage in the process. You have to create. Now, if you say this is not for you, that's fine. I would tell you to go back to your why, because that's going to be your driving force. And your why should say, why am I doing this? And I will tell you, if you created a why that's predicated on other people, then you need to reevaluate your why, because it has to be based on you. Can't be based on my kids. Can't be based on being this awesome spouse or partner. It has to be based on you. Okay? Because this is your journey. It's nobody else's journey. If your why is because you want to promote your service, your product, your book, your business, whatever the case may be, then that is you. That is an extension of you. That's you. And so for you to be able to do that, treat it like a business and show up. If you feel like there's a trade-off here between what you're doing and how you're showing up for your extended family or your immediate family, then again, you need to reevaluate your why, because they may have to get on board. That might be the conversation you need to have. Like, if I'm going to do this, then y'all need to understand I'm doing this. And here's where I need for y'all to get on board. Okay? And here's how I need y'all support. Thanks. I'm a natural stylist for 30 years experience. I hide behind my post. I will start going live. Look at you, friends. Sweetie Hair World. I love that. Sweetening. Sweetenings. Hair World. Love that. Thank you all. Thank you for sharing it out to your friends and stuff. Because I want you guys to get this. This is 2026. Okay? 2025 was a year. Okay? When we think about those 6 questions, what worked, what was hard, what was the best parts, what was the learning, what was the goals that I have for myself. I'm going to start, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to continue. I have things that I can put for 2026 based on 2025. Thank you for the SpongeBob. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for the support, everybody coming in, supporting my live goal. I appreciate everybody coming in and supporting. So I have things, and I want to make sure. And so for our meeting tonight, my little headband's gonna fall off. For our meeting tonight, we'll probably spend some time about this. I want us to spend some time as a community talking about this, because at the end of the day, we can't hide behind the camera no more. We got to be forward facing. We got to make sure that we're thinking about this in a very intentional way. So you said meeting, yes. Black Lotus, did you not get the meeting again? Are you not getting my invites? I think I still don't have you in my database. I think that's the problem. I don't think you're in my database, Black Lotus. Um, and I emailed it to you. So I'll email it again before I get off. I'm gonna personally send it to you via email. So let me know if you don't see it. Thank you for your encouragement. There's a lot of people that need to hear this. Yes. Um, Thank you for that. You're so sweet. I'm gonna email it to you again. So I want you to get in my database, because that's what I do. I just pull the database list and I email from that list. And for some reason, I don't think you're in my database. I think you need to go in and click so you can join the database. Yeah, fill out my form and join. Um, so yeah, people need to hear this, because a lot of times we're sitting here waiting and wondering what we need to do. You know how often I get that email question? How do I get started? What do I do? You got to show up. You got to go live. Oh, Miss Allie B, she's trying to. I know who she is. Let me just say hi real quick, y'all. She messaged me. Did you did you do that on purpose? I saw you. I was like, I know Miss Allie B. How you doing? What's up? Definitely connect. Yes, definitely connect with Miss Allie B. She does great content. She is around. She's a high engager and supporter, y'all. So you definitely want to be with a person that is going to help and support you in your journey. We were just talking about, making sure you are surrounding yourself around the right people. People that are going to help elevate you, people who are going to help get you the right information. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So that was kind of the message today. We set in on Mel Robbins' session. Many people in the room did. Did you get a chance to go to that yesterday? It was yesterday. No. Okay. So Mel Robbins is a life coach. She's a high influencer. So she was talking about creating goals for 2026. And just recognizing, here are her top 6 questions that you need to get yourself set up for success. And ultimately, I was recapping some of the things she shared. And in her message was, obviously those 6 questions, making sure you reflect on last year and setting goals for this year as well. But also recognizing that many of us are new creators and live hosts and influencers. And we're met with, either the self-talk that says this is hard, we can't do it, or people in our ear that says, oh, you shouldn't be here, why are you here, why are you doing this? And making sure that we're still going and being present, and we understand our why, and don't let other people, other entities stop us. So that's what we were talking about. So this was perfect time, and I appreciate you popping in.
Thank you. Thank
Hopefully
you.
you
That
get
was
your campaign. Anybody in the room, if you want to connect with Miss
we
Allie
are
B,
coming over. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you. Was it Black Lotus? Thank you.
appreciate
Thank
that.
you. Welcome in. But yes, and I will connect with you guys all back. I can't see it's so moving so fast. But yes, I even made a post, like, because some of us, like right now, some days is discouraging and some days is like, it's a lot. And then I made a post like, the moment that your breakthrough is coming, that's when you want to give up and you want to quit and whatever. So he's like, you gotta keep going, gotta keep believing and just try to block out all the negativity and this person telling you this and this person telling you that. It's just
I know it's
it's
hard though. It's hard.
it is hard.
Hmm I was telling people here, I was like, don't listen to your kids. If you got kids anywhere that's 25 and younger, they will hurt your feelings.
Yeah, thank you.
They will hurt your feelings real quick, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But again, their experience with this app or any social media is a different algorithm. It's different. They're
Exactly.
seeing the
It is.
trending videos. They're seeing all these other video type stuff. They're not seeing us, who are for
Exactly.
us in terms of how we're doing our content. So again, just make sure
Mhm.
you got the right people in your ear. You said hurt your feelings and
Exactly.
refuse to be in your videos. I know that's right. Y'all haven't seen my daughter. You haven't seen her. She's like, I ain't doing that.
Thank you for the share, Shelly. Thank you.
No, they have not seen
Yeah,
it.
so it's and then we try to and then there's other ways of like, we're here, most of us here to monetize, and there's other ways to monetize, like the campaign. Because I went into, not sure if you know Cece, I went
Yes.
into her live probably about a month ago, and that's mostly talking about just she said take advantage of the campaigns, take advantage of it. And this is the first campaign that I've actually signed up for. And you said you have to join the campaign when it really starts.
That's true. Yeah,
But it's a lot of work.
it
When
is.
I tell you this was like stream 10 hours a day,
Oh, wow.
every
Which one is
day.
this, Star
Yes,
Lab?
that's Starlab.
Okay. Well, but okay, in all fairness, that particular campaign, if I recall correctly, is really, I mean, it's called Star Lab for real because it's trying to put you in that spotlight. So it is trying to make sure that you're thinking at an elevated level in terms of your live stream and your content. So I'm happy you're doing it because yeah, it's stretching you. It's definitely stretching you,
I
but you're
have to
right. It's
post 10 times a day.
yeah, it is that. It is that. Yeah, the campaigns, so you do know I'm a creator network agency, so they talk about that quite a bit. When you're in an
Mhm.
agency, you want to try to do the campaigns because what
Are you
TikTok's,
the one that Pure is with?
yeah, she's with me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she's with me. She's knocking it out the park too. She's awesome. Um, and so just recognizing that those campaigns, even though you're so there's a couple things that's happening. I know a lot of my people are still relatively new. And so when they're
Hmm.
new, they're still trying to build their community. And so the
Yeah.
campaigns does require, to this point where you're co-hosting with me, it does require you to have a community that they can support, and you can hit some of
Hmm.
those metrics that they have, those missions.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
and so that becomes a little frustrating and disillusioning at times because you're
Hmm.
trying to get the things to do those things they're asking of you, but you're still trying to grow in your live hosting journey.
Exactly.
And so for
Yes.
that reason, it becomes a little bit, it's just a little disillusioning. So I would tell people to keep going though. If you're thinking about certain campaigns that you want to do, that you can do
Hmm.
maybe in collaboration with somebody else in the agency or somebody else who's trying to do it, work together. Work together. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Because Nisa and I, we're doing it together, but she's in a different. We're not competing against each other
Yeah.
because she's in a different bucket, a different league.
That happens too. Yep. Yep. Yeah, they
Yes.
have
So.
the campaigns will be based on how your your league or how you're performing at that time. So you have the beginner levels, and then you have some intermediate, and then you have obviously the
Yes.
gold star, the high level influencers.
Okay.
And so,
Right, so I know she's because every time you come in the room, I'm always there, and Dr. Lisa, and then I think she had mentioned that, but I wasn't sure. When you say you have an agency, that's when it clicked. I'm like, okay, that's.
yes, yes. Now, are you with one currently, or are you still exploring?
My time is coming up. I think it's this week or next week.
Okay, okay.
I just quit mine.
Oh, okay.
So my 90 days is up. Is coming up. I think it's next week.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
well, definitely learn about different agencies out there. I tell people to do their research. I don't. I
Yes.
honestly, I'm not one
Yes.
of those people that have been out doing the scouting as an agency
Mhm.
because obviously, when it comes to picking an agency, you want to pick the one that's best for you. And I think
Mhm.
by me coming live and people coming and coming across my live stream or people in the agency referring people, I think that's better. And I can
Mhm.
talk to them. They can get to know me. They can hear my approach. I
Yeah.
think that's a better way to do it than just going out and scouting. But ultimately, it's a decision. It is a decision you need to make to see
It
what do you
is.
need and what you're looking for. And there's a lot of
Right.
different agencies out there and what they offer too. So
Yeah. Yeah. I've been looking, scouting around, like going into different rooms. The agency that I know, I don't want a big agency because the one I was in, it was big, and I wasn't being seen. I was like, they didn't do anything for me. So I'm like, okay, why am I here? So yeah, if I join another agency, I want it to be small, so like be noticeable, be seen, and not just a number or whatever.
yeah, yeah, that's
So yeah,
important.
but I'm not sure because I was told that I probably won't be able to join one because I guess what you have to be under what 50K diamonds in your room to join an agency now.
It definitely is based on how much you've earned. If you've earned over $5,000 over the last 5 months, you don't need an agency. Agencies are really designed to be for rookies, and so once you
Mhm.
start earning too much, it becomes complicated for you to join an agency again.
Okay.
There is an elite status that you can get depending on how much you've earned and what's happened over your live streaming journey. Um,
Mhm.
if you've had too many followers, I think the follower count is at a million. You can't have an agency, but if you have 250, those type of things. There's some other things that TikTok will have out there, so you can come in as an elite status. It just
Got it.
depends. It just depends on what happened in your time. And again, I think it's based on if you haven't been having a lot of diamonds, a lot of
Mhm.
earnings in a course of a last 5 months and you haven't hit all the milestones that are coming
Mhm.
that come up that are there for you, then you
Mhm.
you should be eligible. It just depends on where you're at.
Because I think I'm over 500K. Yeah, because I had a battle about beginning of the month. So
that
yeah,
did that took you over. Yeah.
yeah, that took me over.
Okay. Okay. Well, check it out. You have, I mean, if I were you, you're about to end. Anybody who looks now would not be able to tell you. They wouldn't know because you would show up as ineligible. I would say maybe wait because I had somebody who tried to apply and I'm looking into what her status is. It's the weekend, so I'm not gonna get an answer now, but I'm looking into what her status is. But in the system, it's gonna show ineligible. I would almost tell you to
Mhm.
wait until like the new year, give it a time to
Mm.
cycle out. And if you are truly
Okay.
ineligible, then you would be truly
Yeah.
ineligible
It
because
shows
it's
right now when I go into the Creative Network, it says I'm not with an agency. But when I look at my history, it just told me when I was released from my agency.
does it give you a deadline? Because when I left the agency too, so it used to say when I was like in that cool down period, that's what they call it. It would tell me the next time I can join.
It didn't. I don't think it did. It just told me the date that I was like released. This was October. We're in November, December. I think it
Okay.
was like October 14th, somewhere around there,
Okay.
when I got released.
Yeah, I think I would tell you to wait until the beginning of the year and see what shows up for you.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
I would see. I would probably tell you to wait. Somebody checked now. It probably would say ineligible. Yeah.
Ineligible. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm still shopping. I'm not really shopping around, but I'm still like, going around this, see what's do the right thing this time instead of jump into it.
Exactly.
Just signing up for anybody.
Exactly. No, you should do your research. I tell people all the time, do your research. My number one video that's posted on my
Mhm.
page is about agencies. And it is very much about make sure you do your research. And so, you'll figure out what you're looking for. You'll figure out what type of support you need. And
Yeah.
if it is the monetization elements, you know, you're comfortable with battling. So there's a piece of that no one has to kind of educate you on that and share the value of that. So you could do
Mhm.
that. But ultimately, just think about it this way: agencies are there ultimately as protection. And if you're a newer
Mhm.
creator, then you want the agencies to kind of give you some tips and strategies on how to improve.
Yeah.
And then you
Mhm.
also want to understand maybe more about the campaigns and your growth strategy and stuff like that. So yeah,
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thank you,
yeah.
Doc. I need to come into your room. What do you go live? What time do you go live?
Twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm about to get off shortly
Okay.
because we do an agency meeting. So we do a weekly meeting on Zoom
Okay.
where we kind of go over different topics and it's an
Okay.
opportunity for
All
us to
right.
all come together. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
All
Thank you,
right.
Dr.
You're
Lisa, for
welcome.
accepting my call.
No problem. No problem. I appreciate you sending out the request and hopefully you are able to get through your campaign. Did you get your numbers or my room went up and down, so I'm not sure if you were able to get all your
I'm
numbers.
sure because I might because it doesn't roll over. I think I have until 2 o'clock in the morning to finish.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, if either I'm gonna do a shop, I know Shoppable Live bring in more traffic,
That's true.
so yeah,
Yeah.
so I might do that later in the night, and I think the night is more busier too. So if I don't get
Mm.
it, I might just do that.
Okay. Yeah, shopper could be good. It just depends on make sure you have some high traffic products in your cart and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do select high traffic products. I did
Hmm.
this morning, and I got oh my god, had like 35 people in my room. They're from Xband, and I'm like, it was so hard to get them to follow. One of them came on my panel because I had a panel up, and they all I heard was click. And then I saw their profile change into my picture. They took a picture of me. I dropped in a heartbeat. I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no,
Oh
oh no.
wow! So they're basically
That
about
was
to.
so scary.
Oh wow!
That
So
was
you got an imposter out there
taken
that's gonna be out there in
aback.
Pakistan. Wow! Oh my goodness! I know
I
about the
figured,
imposter accounts.
what in my cart that attracted them? But I have my own products in my cart because I have a TT shop. I have a seller shop.
Okay.
And I put
Okay.
my own products in there, but I was like, all right, let me see if I can add some other products in there, some high traffic stuff in there. And
Yeah.
I was just like, oh Lord.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but oh yeah, you might. Yeah. I don't know about that. Okay.
I was like, I don't know. It was when I said 35 people. And I was like, can you give me a follow? I was like, oh my God. It was
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
Look and
scary.
see what other products out there. I wouldn't do those then. Whatever that was, I wouldn't do it again.
I was like, nope, not touching those.
Wow. All right. Well,
All right,
definitely
thank
do a
you,
search
Doc.
for yourself on if you have a backup account. Do a search and see if there's an imposter out there in the next day or two. Yeah. Excellent
Yes, I'll
videos.
definitely do that
Yeah.
because I was just like, wow, I dropped him. I was like,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah. All right,
All
friend.
right,
Well, take
thank you.
care.
Have a
Nice
good
to connect
night.
with you.
All right,
Bye
bye
bye.
bye.
Oh, okay. Thank you, God. I hit the wrong button. Hey, y'all. You said that's scary. It was. I've had a bunch of weird people in mine saying nasty stuff. Oh, really? The trolls. Oh my gosh. I do mute and block, and if they're real bad, I report them. So yeah, that's scary. That's like traffic and all. Yeah, it was. That's really scary. Black Lotus. I agree. I don't know what that was about. Gosh, but I do think it was the imposter impersonator. So they were trying to get her profile. Interesting. Disheartening. I mean, my mother-in-law is on my lives. Oh, really? Yikes. Thank you for the follow, Dre. Um, wow. I would definitely. Do you know how to remove, mute, and block? If you touch the words, the screen will pop up and you can mute, block, and report. Okay. So definitely do that. Someone tried to come on mine. I wouldn't, and they left. Yeah, I don't normally. So when it comes to co-hosts, I block them. Yes, I hear you. Hey, you doing? How you doing, Copper Cat? How you doing, friend? Peace. I normally don't accept co-host requests unless it's somebody I know and recognize. That's kind of my rule. And so Miss Allie, I do recognize her. I know her from just being in these other TikTok rooms and stuff. Um, they they beg to co-host. Oh, you could turn that feature off. Like, so her request showed up because I didn't turn my feature off. You can turn it off though. So if you go back to your interlocking rings, your co-host rings, in the top corner is three lines. I mean, three dots. Those three dots. You could turn off co-host request, where you can either make it so it's in the settings. You can make it only allow for friends when you're live, so it's somebody who has to be your friend. um, Allow viewers to suggest creators. You can turn that off. Allow invites from people who aren't your friends when you're live. So I have mine on. Notify you when creators you follow are live. So again, I have that stuff on. I can turn it off. So you can just make it that your friends can request. Yeah, so turn that on. Thank you. I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah. So that's in the settings. So click the infinity rings, the interlocking rings, and then the three dots, and you can turn that feature off. Yep. And moving forward, you just have those people who you know. Now, here's the downside to that. Like we talked about battling a little bit. So if you do want to battle somebody you don't know or you're not following or something like that, then there becomes like, okay, now you got to figure out, you got to turn that feature off so you can be able to connect. And maybe if you want to do a random invite. So I don't turn it off because I'm like, I know on occasion I've done that. I usually do a battle like once a month or something like that. I'm cognizant of not overdoing that, but that is a feature I do keep on. So I just don't accept those requests. Thanks, Dr. Lisa. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Ocean Summers. Appreciate your friend. Hello, Coach. How you doing, friend? Thank you for being here. Um, I'm about to jump out, checking in to learn something. Hey, friend, this is the Learn Room, so you are definitely in the right room. So you are welcome to come in and learn. However, I'm about to get off shortly. So we do have a 6:30 meeting, a standing meeting for people in the agency, and so we're going to meet in a few minutes, about 45 minutes or so, and we'll meet. So let me know if there's any last minute questions. I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I'm here now. This is my 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna get off shortly. We did a live for an hour and 45 minutes. Anybody else who's going live today, put that in the chat for us. Put it in the chat, and let me know if you're going live later. We usually get a lot of folks that will go live on the Sunday evenings. On Sunday evenings, Dr. Trish is live right now. Hey, Janine, how do you get to the Zoom? Steph, do you not get my emails? Did you fill out my form, my contact data, my database, the contact form to be in my database? I'm trying to remember. I think you did. Um, check your spam also. Check your junk folder if you're saying you didn't get my email. I sent an email late yesterday. Thank you so much. It was a Zoom registration email. I'm gonna send another one in like 10 minutes. Yes, going live after our Zoom. Okay, perfect. Steph, you're in here. I see your name. So you got it. Check your spam or your junk folder. Yes, ma'am. In the app. Okay, I'll check the spam. Yeah, it was an email. It was an email that was sent to you. How long is the meeting? I didn't get it. Anything. Okay, Purple Energy. I don't know if you're in my database. I don't know everybody's government name. I don't know your real name. So because of that, I don't know if you're one of the names listed here. I don't think you are. So I don't think you did my contact form. Let me know if you didn't get it. If you didn't get my contact form, I will send it to you. It would have probably come from my Launch Your Income Agency account. I go live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. or a.m. Eastern. Rochelle, let us know. Hey Janine, how you doing, friend? Um, Purple Energy, let me know. PM, perfect. What does a network agency do? It's a free program and helps you go live. It's part of helping you go live with TikTok. TikTok sees creators as rookies and they want to make sure you stay in compliance. So with going live and connecting with your community, No, I will DM you now. Okay, perfect. Okay, so DM me. Don't forget to DM me, and then I'll respond really quickly with the information to fill out my form. And if you send me when you DM me, send me your email. I'm gonna email it to you, and then I'll email you the form to complete, but also email you the Zoom so you can get them both ways. Okay, so send me your email when you DM me. Um, um, let's see. Okay, perfect. Do you help with digital products? Do I help with digital products? I actually do, not through the agency. So that is partially how I started. I shouldn't say partially, that is a big piece of how I started here on TikTok because I do have beginner digital products that I support or that I have access to. And I was helping people understand digital marketing and then helping you understand how to build up, create and build your own digital um, products and digital marketing entity. So I do that. And you heard me earlier saying mentorship. I was going to bring some of that stuff back in the new year because I've gotten away from it with standing up the agency. And a lot of my conversations are about the agency. And I have not had a chance to talk about digital marketing in its entirety. So there is things that you need to do and think about if you're in this space. Okay, and it's interesting because I get to see you guys go live and get to see different people in the agency. um there's probably some training and some learning that needs to happen so people can get more information about how to create their digital products and how to make sure that they are being very intentional about talking to their target audience and their community in a way that they are going to um, solve their problems, feel value, feel get to know, like, and trust them, and then ultimately purchase from them. So thank you so much, Love Pebbles. How you doing, friend? So there's some things that you need to do when it comes to branding yourself, when it comes to understanding your audience and pricing yourself. Okay, pricing your products and stuff. So there's a lot of things that I talk about and I teach. I just haven't taught that because I'm focused on the understanding and how to successfully go live and use live streaming as a way to build community and connect with your audience. So I don't teach that right now, but I will be doing it in the beginning of the year. I'll circle back to that. I'll probably have some opportunities for people to become part of a mentorship program, maybe to get my beginner digital products. I'll have some sessions that I'll do. So I'm thinking about ways that I can do it, but also be available and visible for my community. So I'm trying to figure out that balance. But yeah, I'll do one-on-ones again, especially for people who want to purchase a one-on-one and meet with me in that way. Let's see. Let's see. Are you an agent now? I am. I'm an owner. I'm an agent owner. I'm a creative manager. So yeah. So the agency is a free program. I didn't talk about that as much. It's a free program. Um, I go live twice a day. I have a Zoom meeting that we do once a week on Sundays at 6:30. I also do one-on-ones with my people in the agency. We look at your analytics. I say we're a data-driven agency because I want you to look at your analytics. I want you to know what's going on with your live stream. I want you to create measurable goals for yourself based on what you're seeing in your live stream. And then ultimately, hey, friend, how you doing, Dr. Nicole? Um, Anybody, so really quickly, if you're new to the agency, I did send out the Zoom meeting. Check your spam or your junk folder if you did not get my invite. Also, if you have not gotten an email from me, then I may not have your email. So you are not in my database. So just make sure that you are in my database. And so we have a school platform where you can get resources and information. You can also connect with other creators that are in there, that are in the agency. We have TikTok group chats here where you can post your content, share out your live so people in the agency can come and engage as well. We are an agency of supporters. I try to make sure I manage people's expectations though, because at the end of the day, you're doing, thank you for the best pops, you're doing your live for your target audience. Now, your target audience may not be agency folks. It may be, but it may not be. And so just, you said I received the link, perfect. So just make sure that you are building out your live stream based on the people who you're intending to talk to and connect with. So that's so important. Okay. So, but the people in the agency, we know how to engage. We know how to tap the screen, share the live, connect with you. How do you get out of one? I did months ago. how do you get out of one? You did it already. Let me know if that's, how do you get the link? You got to be a part of the agency. That's part of joining. TikTok does have rules about who can join. Based on if you're already part of an agency, you can't join another. It's one per person, um, for one account. You can't have it on multiple accounts. So one per person for one account. And then just recognize that you can't, and that's what we're talking about with Miss Allie B. You can't have earned too much. If you earned over $5,000 over the last 5 months, TikTok's like, you know what? You don't need an agency. You're good. You understand how to do this. You got to be in the U.S. or Canada. You because that's where my agency is registered for, and you also can't be under violation or restriction when you apply. So those are the basic rules. If you want to join, you would click my profile photo up here. My mini profile is going to pop up. Click my photo again. It takes you to my main page. And my main page is the web page that you can click to join the agency or to apply to the agency. Once you with that, you will I can check to see if you're eligible, and like I said, TikTok has to determine if you are in fact eligible. Okay, so let's see. I know I have had some people who applied earlier, so I just want to make sure I check for that real quick. And you have to go live. That's my first rule. You cannot join if you have not gone live. And I tell people you have to go live for at least those first 3 lives so that you can get all the features and benefits here. So being able to pin comments, co-host, multi-guest panels, all the things. So you got to have live access. That means that you're going live because the agency is a live post agency. So if you're not going live, then you don't need an agency. Okay, so you just keep that in mind. You don't need an agency if you do not plan on going live, and you want to make sure that you are going live on a consistent basis. Okay. All right, friends. Let me know if there's any questions. If you're gonna apply, let me know. I'll check for you really quickly. If not, I'm gonna have to jet off because I gotta send out my final reminder for the meeting tonight. I want to make sure I add a few people who didn't get the email link. And then let me know if you have any final questions. I'll be back tomorrow at 10. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the morning. I love answering questions. We'll probably talk a little bit more about goal setting. That's what we've been doing in December, recognizing that there are a lot of people who are still trying to figure out what do they want to do differently. What are you trying to do? So so I'm happy to continue this conversation. Mel Robbins was a great chat too. So let me know if there's any questions. Make sure if you are new, go ahead and claim your points so you can start becoming leveling up as in Dr. Lisa's room. So claim your points so you can level up here, and then also thank you all for the taps because we got over 50K taps this live stream. So thank you for the taps, the shares, the comments, the engagement. Got my points. Perfect. The engagement as well as the gifting that happened. So I appreciate you all gifting and supporting. I'm going to change my live goal before I leave. I say that I need to do that more often so I can say that I completed it. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right, friends. I appreciate everybody here. I will see you later. I'll see you tomorrow at 10, and I'll be back at 10 and 4 tomorrow. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow.